Hi guys. So it is day 8 of Savor at Home, and we're tasting one of my favorites. We're going a little fancy tonight. We have Bruichladdich Black Art from 1992. So this is the 5th release, the 5th Black Art release. And yeah, there's not a lot known about what goes into making this. So I'll tell you a little bit about the distillery. So the Bruichladdich Distillery is in Islay. They have a number of different types of whiskey that they release. Now, as we discussed, Islay whiskeys are typically very peaty. This, what I have right here, is unpeated. And if you see any bottles that have the Bruichladdich name on them, they're typically unpeated as well. Now, they also have Port Charlotte, which is heavily peated, and famously, they have the Octomore series, which are super duper heavily peated. Now, what I have right here was distilled in 1992. So the youngest thing that's in here is 24 years old. So this is a pretty mature whiskey, if you will. We don't know how it was matured. You know, there's speculations that it was with American oak and French oak, but no one really discloses, you know, were they first fill bourbon barrels, refill bourbon barrels? Were there any sherry casks involved here? The secret is safe with Bruichladdich. Now, this release is the first release after Jim McEwan's retirement from Bruichladdich, which was, you know, he's a big deal in the whiskey world. It's 48.4% ABV. It is a single malt Scotch whiskey. So 100% malted barley is used for the mash. It was completely produced start to finish by Bruichladdich, and only 12,000 bottles were released. Yeah, so let's dive into it because this is a really interesting and very delicious whiskey. It's also a little bit expensive, a lot more expensive than anything I've tasted on these videos before. So by looking at the glass, you can already see how dark the color is. Now, the color is coming from the wood, and spending at least 24 years in a barrel means that there's a lot that can be extracted from the wood, a lot of polyphenols, a lot of tannins. Also, if any sherry casks were used, that would add a little bit to the color as well. Oh my gosh, there's so much fruit in there. Oh, that's like candied orange peel. Maybe some cherries as well. Maple and honey, and oh gosh, the nose is so nice. Yeah, so this is a whiskey that I could sit and nose for 30 minutes and still be able to pick out new things. It's really nice, very complex. When you let a whiskey mature for that long, it really has time to develop its complexity. Some vanilla. Oh, that's so good. Okay, all right, let's go ahead and try it. Oh, that's so good. There's a little bit of spiciness to this as well. That that really, really plays well with the sweet, dried, candied fruits that are coming through. Yeah, this is really, really delicious. Maybe even a hint of chocolate in there and some nuts. This is really great. Very delicious. It's very hard to find, so if you find a friend who has this, definitely take them up on trying it. Or if you have the chance to get your hands on some, it's worth the money for sure. All right. So that's it for today. Also, I will be putting this in my feed today because I've got some feedback from friends who want it to pop up on their actual Instagram feed. So I'll be posting it on my feed today. If you missed the first 7 videos, the first 7 tastings that I did, just go to my IGTV on my profile. But yeah, thank you guys. Thanks for tuning in.